General Hospital spoilers for Thursday, May 7 reveal that, let me start with Cassius, because his cold determination to destroy Jocelyn completely has been weighing on my mind. After all these decades, I've seen plenty of calculated villains, but Cassius is playing a different kind of game. He's not content with simply keeping her quiet at Windermere. He's adjusting his plans in the most ruthless way, framing her for shooting Cullum and preparing to ship her off to that WSB facility in Jakarta. It's a move that could solve his problems with Rocco in one stroke, yet I keep wondering how long he can keep all those threads from unraveling. Every adjustment he makes seems to pull more people into the storm, and that's exactly what makes this storyline so gripping. The heat is rising, and I can feel it building towards something explosive that longtime fans like me have been waiting for. Right alongside that, I've been so impressed with Willow lately. She has grown into such a confident young woman, hasn't she? I remember when she first came to town, quiet and searching, and now here she is, with a clear plan and the determination to see it through. She's taking real action to secure custody of Wiley and Amelia, and the way the story is escalating proves there's a new kind of obsession taking hold in her heart. It's not reckless. It feels like a mother fighting with every ounce of strength she possesses. I've watched mothers on this show battle for their children for decades, and Willow's quiet resolve reminds me so much of those classic stories. She believes she's doing what's right, and that conviction is going to create waves that reach far beyond her own family. I keep asking myself whether this new drive will bring her the peace she seeks or open doors to complications she hasn't foreseen. Knowing General Hospital, it will probably be a bit of both, and I cannot wait to see how it unfolds. Then there's Nina, who I've come to care about a great deal over the years. She should really prepare herself, because Valentine is getting ready to reach out to her again. I've always enjoyed their complicated history. It has layers of love, betrayal, and redemption that feel so true to life. Now Valentine is preparing a major plan to take down Brennan, and that decision is creating fresh, obsessive adjustments across the board. It's the kind of bold chess move Valentine has always been known for, but this time the stakes feel personal and far-reaching. Will Nina welcome his contact or guard her heart after everything they've been through? I suspect she'll do both, and that internal conflict is what makes her such a compelling character. These developments are proof that the show never forgets the emotional ties that bind our favorites together, even when danger is closing in from every side. One of the most intriguing new threads involves Trina and Gio. What exactly has drawn those two together into such a strong pact? I've been pondering this since the hints started appearing, and it clearly connects to the very real danger Jocelyn is facing. Their bond feels fresh and full of possibility, yet it's already being tested by the craziness swirling around Jocelyn's disappearance. It's another example of how one person's peril ripples outward, pulling in friends and creating unexpected alliances. I love when the show introduces these younger connections because they bring new energy while honoring the friendships and loyalties that have always defined Port Charles. Trina has shown such growth, and pairing her with Gio in this way feels like the writers are setting up something meaningful that could help or complicate the larger rescue efforts. It's exciting to watch and makes me eager for the next revelations. Speaking of Jocelyn's disappearance, I know Carly is about to receive some very worrying news, and my heart goes out to her. Carly has fought so hard for her children through the years, and this latest blow is going to test her like never before. The new adjustments happening between Carly and Valentine are particularly fascinating. They're both strong, determined people who have walked through fire separately, and now circumstances are pushing them to act together. I can already picture the tense conversations and risky decisions ahead. Will their alliance be enough to bring Jocelyn home safely before Cassius carries out his Jakarta plan? I believe it just might, especially with Jason's shadow looming in the background. The possibility that clearing Jocelyn's name could bring Jason back to Port Charles earlier than expected gives me real hope amid all the tension. After everything Jason has sacrificed, a timely return would feel like the show rewarding longtime viewers who have missed him terribly. And then there's Molly, who has been carrying such a heavy burden lately. I can't help noticing she's developing some real doubts, and I keep wondering if she's heading in the right direction. Her health struggles have been heartbreaking to watch, yet the latest story hints that there might be a genuine chance for her to become pregnant. That possibility introduces such an emotional explosion of hope mixed with fear. I've seen storylines about illness and fertility on General Hospital before, and they always touch the deepest parts of family life. Molly's doubts are understandable. She wants to protect her future while dealing with uncertainty. Is she reading the signs correctly, or will new information shift everything? Whatever the outcome, this thread feels raw and authentic, and it adds such warmth and humanity to the larger tapestry of danger and schemes happening around her. What continues to amaze me after all these years, Cassius's ruthless campaign against Jocelyn creates the urgency that forces Carly and Valentine into action. Willow's custody battle runs parallel, showing another kind of fierce maternal love. Valentine's plans against Brennan ripple toward Nina, while Trina and Gio's pact quietly supports the effort to save Jocelyn. And Molly's personal hopes add that tender counterpoint that keeps the show from becoming too dark. It's masterful storytelling that respects the audience's intelligence and long-term investment. I may be over 60, but my passion for these characters and their journeys has never faded. If anything, it has grown stronger because I've watched them evolve through decades of change, just like we all have in real life. I sit down each day wondering what new surprise awaits, and that sense of anticipation is pure joy. Will Cassius's careful framing hold up when Carly and Valentine start pushing back? Can Willow maintain her confidence as the custody fight intensifies? How will Nina respond when Valentine finally contacts her? Will Trina and Gio's alliance prove strong enough to help their friend? And for Molly, could this chance at motherhood be the light she needs right now? Every question leads to more excitement, and that's the beauty of General Hospital. It never stands still. The heat of these conflicts is real, the emotions run deep, and the hope that good will ultimately prevail keeps me returning with the same enthusiasm I had as a younger woman. I've learned over 45 years that the show always delivers payoffs worth waiting for. The current stories are building towards something special, a convergence of threats and heartaches that will test everyone involved. Cassius may think he has the upper hand, but he's underestimating the love and determination running through Port Charles. Willow's new resolve, Valentine's bold moves, Carly's fierce protectiveness, Trina and Gio's loyalty, and Molly's quiet hopes all remind us why this town feels like home. The writers are treating us to rich, layered drama that honors the past while pushing forward with fresh energy. I feel lucky to still be here watching, heart full and eyes wide open, ready for whatever comes next. These characters are family to me, and sharing their journey with fellow fans who understand that bond is one of life's simple pleasures. The excitement is building, my friends, and I truly believe the best is yet to come. I'll be right here, coffee in hand, cheering them on every step of the way. Ethan has always been a wild card, hasn't he? I remember his earlier days in town and how his charm could hide a sharper edge. Now he seems ready to strike again, and this latest move is placing Sunny and Rick squarely under a new cloud of doubt. After all these decades of watching Sunny navigate power struggles and family loyalty, it's fascinating to see old tensions resurfacing in such a personal way. Rick, too, has walked a complicated path between ambition and redemption, and Ethan's impending strike is forcing both men into defensive positions that feel authentic to their histories. I keep asking myself whether this new attack will expose old secrets or create brand new misunderstandings. Knowing the show, it will likely do both, and that complexity is what keeps the story so compelling. This development fits perfectly into the larger tapestry While Cassius works to frame Jocelyn and Willow pushes forward with her confident custody plans for Wiley and Amelia, Ethan's moves add another layer of urgency. Carly is already bracing for worrying news about her daughter's disappearance, and her growing alliance with Valentine feels even more vital now. Valentine himself is preparing his own major plan against Brennan, which will surely intersect with Nina in ways that test their complicated bond. Meanwhile, Trina and Gio's deepening connection seems tied to protecting Jocelyn, and Molly's quiet hopes around her health and possible pregnancy bring such tender humanity to the mix. Ethan's attack doesn't exist in isolation. It heightens the suspicion around Sonny and Rick at exactly the moment when everyone's focus is stretched thin. What I love most after all these years is how the writers balance high-stakes danger with personal stakes. Sonny's legendary protectiveness and Rick's calculating nature are being tested again, and I believe this new suspicion will reveal depths in both characters we haven't seen in a while. Will they unite against Ethan, or will old rivalries flare up? I suspect the answer lies somewhere in between, creating rich drama that rewards longtime viewers like me who remember their shared history.